Hello there, and welcome to
Hi.
Midland Earth. Today we're going to do a spoiler review of Marvel Thunderbolts. It's been out a while now, and it's taken us a bit of time to get there, but we've only seen it once. But we'll try and remember what our thoughts were on it, and let you guys know again what we thought, and get more into the spoilers of it and what we think is to come in the future after Thunderbolts, because it does leave it on quite an interesting note. So yeah, again, do you remember what you thought about it, JJ? Has your thoughts on it changed since we last watched it, or do you still think it's pretty good?
Yeah, I still think it's one of the best ones of Marvel that I've seen for a while. My thoughts on Florence Pugh's hair still hasn't changed though. Still wonderful.
Hair jealousy.
I am very, very hair jealous.
But yeah, I think we'll just go through and break things down, shall we? What do you want to start? Do you go character by character, or like, I don't know, go from the start? Or...
do we want to go through like a little rundown of what happens, kind of thing, in it? Like main plot points that we enjoyed.
Yeah, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure.
From the opening, do you think? Or apparently,
yeah. So the start, I enjoyed. The little thing with Florence Pugh's character, Yelena, like going about the motions, killing people, just doing a thing. And that was quite a cool intro, because as I said in the last one, I haven't seen what was it? What she was in? Was it Black Widow?
Black Widow, yeah. So yeah, you haven't seen.
Yeah, so
this is kind of your introduction to most of these characters, isn't it? Because you haven't really met any of them properly, I suppose.
Yeah, because I haven't watched Winter Soldier and is it Captain America and Winter Soldier?
Have you not seen Winter Soldier?
No,
she's not in that, but yeah.
No, but that's got
Bucky.
The new Captain America in it, hasn't it?
Oh no, you thinking of
the show, the new one that came out.
It's Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon, yeah. That's it. Yeah, I keep forgetting that it's Falcon as well.
But yeah, what's his name? John Walker.
Yeah, Walker. So that was my first introduction to him. And you know what? He's been getting so much flack online for it, and I really liked him. I know he's a bit of a dick in it.
What, for Thunderbolts?
Yeah, loads of people are like hating on him, and
really,
yeah, I've seen so much thing where people are hating on him, and I apart from him, he's obviously a dick in Thunderbolts, but I see why, like, because like I haven't watched Winter Soldier and Falcon, but I've seen that he gets quite quite shit on in that. So I kind of understand why he's been a dick, but I actually liked him. I thought he was quite funny.
Well, he's painted in a better light in this than he is in Falcon Winter Soldier, to be fair, because he basically like decapitates someone with the shield in that show. So like,
yeah, and then that's the kind of thing, because they mention it loads, don't they? Like,
yeah, that like he's a
Winter Soldier mentioned it.
Essentially, he's like a failed Captain America. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like. I think the bit that I thought was great, when he jumps up the shaft.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, because
there's never seen Cap do anything like that, do you really?
Yeah, exactly. So I was quite impressed. I was like, Captain, what? That was like a Hulk jump. He literally straight up, and then when he just pow, straight down. It was. I like that. It was pretty good.
I did think the way they all like kind of met was a bit like the way they met was a bit obvious, but like oh yeah, they've all kind of been sent to kill each other was a bit clunky, but like they had to kind of come up with something, didn't they, where they like the reason that they all met, I suppose. But yeah. But,
well, I actually saw that there was posters with which one is it? The one. So we're doing spoiler review.
Yeah.
So the one that dies.
Yeah.
It's not Ghost. Is it Ghost?
Taskmaster. Basically, she can copy anyone's.
Taskmaster. That's
She
it.
can
Of
copy
course,
anyone's
Ghost is.
abilities. Essentially, yeah. That's the premise of that character. They can basically mimic anybody, but you didn't really see that in the film.
I was gonna say it didn't really work, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she was actually in posters and stuff, so it was kind of like she was meant to be in the film more, and then apparently there was some dodgy stuff in the background that happened, and they just kind of wrote her out and just went, right, no, she's dead.
Yeah, apparently there's a cut of the film that's got her surviving longer in it apparently as well, but she's old. But
yeah, I mean the first bit where they get stuck and then they have to, get out. It was that kind of like, well, I know they're going to get out because it's 10 minutes into the film.
Yeah.
But I think it had that kind of Guardians feel to it, where it was like it was funny, but then it had moments in it. Like if we skip ahead, with Void, like when we were watching it in the cinema, and then they saved the little girl, and then she just goes. I was like, wait, this is a Marvel film, right? That little girl just literally like puffed into smoke. She's dead. She's gone.
Yeah. But I did like the
that was quite like surprising.
I like the fake out of like, oh yeah, all these people are dying, and then you're like, oh no, they're not actually dying. You're right. Like at the end,
oh no, they just
like,
come into a shadow realm,
a different like dimension type thing. I thought it was quite cool. But,
yeah, I mean, Bob was like, I liked it. I liked Bob, but it was kind of that thing where, well, obviously, he's not just going to be a random normal dude, because why is he in a weird high-tech coffin thing? He's obviously going to be some badass at the end. But Sentry is actually, so that's another spoiler. He's Sentry.
I think everyone kind of, well, most superhero knowing people know, yeah, that he's Sentry anyway. But,
yeah, Sentry's quite like a out there kind of thing. Like, he's not one of the main that you like. I know of Sentry, but it wasn't until I got home after seeing Thunderbolts I actually kind of looked him up and was like, I do remember reading about this guy before and seeing him in little snippets from comics that I used to read when I was, when I was like 8 up until I was like 14, when I was big on comics. But he was never big in the comics that I read.
Well, apparently, basically, he's kind of like a blooming bipolar Superman, isn't he? Essentially, like he.
Yeah.
Whenever, apparently the ideas I've heard on other people that have watched it, reviewed it, are like essentially anything that Sentry does good, like the Void will come out and basically undo it. So like.
Yeah, it's pretty much yin and yang.
Yeah.
Which I liked how they did the Void. Like, it was quite unsettling. Like the completely black with the like shining eyes. It was quite a cool way to do it, because they could have done it loads of different ways. But I think it was simple but effective.
I thought that bit when he like literally beat them all with like essentially like a hand tied behind his back was pretty sick. He didn't even try, did he?
When he bent the shield into like a kind of like pretzel.
That was funny.
So right, this is a quick question, if you know it. You know the shield that Walker has?
I'm assuming
is it the prototype one? You know, from the original Iron Man films, when Stark's father made like a prototype, didn't he? He showed you the prototype.
Oh, I don't know actually.
Is it the same one? Because obviously it can't be. Oh, then again, with his powers, he could probably bend adamantium. But what is it? Did they explain it in Winter Soldier and Falcon? Where is it? Because it's obviously not the shield.
He does have the shield in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. He gets given it, but then he gets it taken off him, obviously, and Sam gets it eventually. But because
so what's that shield then?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just one that he's had made, because obviously, if it was vibranium, I don't think it would have just been able to go.
That's. But you don't know, because he's got I'll just have a look. This is a good thing about us doing these little things.
You can
So
look
what is his shield?
You can look up
Yeah,
stuff.
I could look it up while we're. So he had a new one, forging a new shield. Oh, it's not made of vibranium.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought it
It's
was.
likely inferior. Okay, well, okay, so that makes sense. Cool, so it's not vibranium. So, you're not that strong, Mr. Sentry.
But yeah, Sentry's going to be in Doomsday as well, so I don't know how he'll factor into that Avengers film, but he's got to be one of the strongest.
My only thing is, my only worry with it is that with his, obviously, what I read about Sentry when I was looking him up, I like to do deep dives and read the entire Wikipedia 8 pages of a history of a character, instead of sleeping. Is that he kind of has this thing of like at the end of the film, it would be great if we had a Sentry, and it's like, yes, but there's no Sentry without the Void, so he's scared to use his powers because he's got rid of the Void.
It's essentially like the Hulk of that group, isn't he? Where he's like afraid to be the Hulk.
That's what I was going to say. I'm worried that it's going to get to that thing of, they're just going to keep doing what they did in like Endgame and stuff. It's like, oh, he's too scared to do it. Oh, we've got this super powerful guy that can defeat Doctor Doom, and then you go, oh yes, but I'm too scared to use him because what if the bad thing does something? And it's like, no, I want to see you do. Like that was the thing I was waiting for so long. Was like, come on, Hulk, just come out and like rematch with Thanos.
Thing is,
and then we got Professor Hulk, which I'm not a fan of.
You know, I quite liked him in Endgame. It's quite funny.
It was good for like the comic relief parts, like with the.
Have you heard the thing about the new Spider-Man having Hulk in it? Have you seen?
I have, yeah.
And apparently,
I'd like it.
Apparently, the spell doesn't work on the Hulk either, so he'll know who Peter Parker is.
Okay, but it depends. Is it going to be Hulk or is it going to be Professor Hulk?
I don't know. Well, can he alternate
between?
Can he alternate between like?
It's irritating that they did the Professor Hulk thing off screen. Like you don't see him kind of do it. He just shows up and he's like, "Oh, hey, yeah, I'm both now." But if he did, it'd be cool if they did it where they had proper Savage Hulk back for the new Spider-Man film, because I suppose they could turn him into like a pseudo Stark where he's super smart and helps him. But it's like, I don't, you could just not pay for the CGI and just get Mark Ruffalo to just be the smart guy.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose, could he be like, because obviously Peter's smart, isn't he? So would he be going to like a smart college and then could Banner just happen to be like, I don't know, doing classes there or something? Or
one of the teachers.
Yeah. Just not being Hulk, just being Banner for a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, but still, what a waste of CGI. Like, oh, this scene cost 50 million. Oh yeah, it's just stood in the classroom teaching a lesson.
But he could just be Banner, couldn't he? He wouldn't have to be the Hulk. But because I don't think he could change back. Could he not?
I think that's the whole. No, the whole thing with Professor Hulk is that he's like he's both of them, whereas before he'd be one or the other, whereas now they're in the middle, but they can't be either.
But is Shang-Chi after Endgame? I feel like Shang-Chi is. There's a post-credit scene in Shang-Chi. There's a post-credit scene in Shang-Chi, and he's back to Bruce again.
Let's have a look. Because obviously it's after release, might be after release time, but let's have a look. Timeline after WandaVision and the Falcon and Winter Soldier, with She-Hulk set a relatively short time after Shang-Chi. Okay. So someone said I'm so confused about Bruce in the mid-credits scene.
In Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
Unless
saying
that.
the internal timeline of.
But then that wouldn't make sense, would it?
Oh yeah, because it says his arm's in the sling, so it must be post Endgame. Yeah, why? That don't make sense. Maybe they'll explain it. Maybe you can in this. They can make up what they want, really, can't they?
It is superheroes.
But anyway, back to Thunderbolts. Back to Thunderbolts. Is it what bits were you keen on? Were you not keen on? We've kind of skipped to the end, gone to the beginning.
Well, I'm gonna carry on chronologically and go to I'll go back to Pew, shall we? Pew pew. Pew pew.
Pew pew.
But I thought she was a solid lead for the film, to be fair. And
the sad scene was that was good, and I'd say that.
And I liked a dynamic with what's his name as well.
Bob.
Yeah, Bob and a dad, yeah, as well. To be fair, like an adopted dad, anyway. It's not a biological thing. It's explained in Black Widow. Essentially, they're like a fake family that are all kind of like assassins, and they all kind of basically just essentially become a family. Because Red Guardian.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Because he's like the Russian Captain America, essentially. And yeah.
Well, the scene where she actually actually speaks her feelings.
Yeah, when she's like
was good.
Yeah,
it was really good, and they didn't. One thing I appreciated was that they didn't throw jokes in there.
Yeah,
like that's one thing with Marvel, that there can be the most fucked up shit going on, and then they'll just throw like a joke, like a fat joke, or like one good example is in Endgame when Thor says, I want to put the gauntlet on, like let me do it, please. And then is it Rhodey says something about all you've got inside is cheese whiz or something. And it's just like thrown in there, and it's like that's meant to be like a really heartfelt thing of Thor wanting to redeem himself, and he's begging them essentially to let him sacrifice himself to do this. And they just throw in like a fat Thor joke, and it just breaks the immersion and the moment, which they didn't do in this. And I appreciated that
I like that they
let her be raw,
let the scenes breathe a bit, don't they, and stuff. I think which is nice. But then I think
that's hopefully they carry on with that.
I think David Harbour's character, I think his name's like Alexi or something. I think he was good
Alexi.
at Alexi something. But yeah, he's quite a good character that like works humor into he can work humor into the scenes though quite naturally, but it keeps the emotional stakes, but he's still funny. I think quite a lot of the time, which I liked.
Yeah, definitely.
Like when she came around to see him in his apartment, and he was like, "Oh yeah, are you fulfilled and stuff?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, so full." It's funny, but it fits the character.
So filled.
It doesn't seem out of place. That's just the character in it. It's just funny. Yeah, I did enjoy him. He's good.
He was good. He did make I think most of the characters kind of worked. I think Ghost was my least favorite. I felt like she didn't have as much dynamic with other people. You know what I mean? I feel like if she wasn't in the film, apart from saving everyone at the beginning, I don't know. I'm trying to think back to bits that I'm kind of like, oh yeah, she did this, or yeah, she was really instrumental in this. It was kind of yeah, I don't know what she did.
I suppose we didn't even really get much development of her, really, did we? Either, to be fair, there wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
there wasn't a scene of what her in the void. There wasn't a scene of what her she was struggling with, was there really? It was just, oh, she's there.
No, there wasn't, was there? Yeah, she just showed up in the room.
Yeah, because she got one for John Walker and stuff, and you even got one for I can't think what the Valentina Allegra, the woman who organised them all together. You even got one for her, didn't you? But, I don't know, it's weird.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
Of what
is her name in that? It's not her name, Valentina.
Gosh, she's got a really
Allegra.
Yeah, she's got a really long-winded name, but yeah.
Allegra de Fontaine. Valentina Allegra di Fontaine. Don't forget the D.
But yeah.
So next part is probably. Oh, what about obviously when he goes to his powers activate and he just flies up in the air and it's like, whoa, oh my god, he's basically Superman, and then just.
It was good. I like that bit. I like that his powers like grew kind of thing. They didn't just. He wasn't just automatically Sentry. You kind of got to see him like develop. Because there's that bit. Who is it who grabs him? I feel like it's John Walker who grabs him when they're still in the thing, and like his eyes start glowing, and you just see like
And he gets that he
little
gets
hints
pulled
of
into the void, doesn't he? Yeah.
yeah. And when when he touches people as well, you like see that he can do something to them. I like the little teasers that he
Because that's where we got the that's where we got her part of Valentina's. When she touches him when they're in the like base thing, that's where we get the flashback.
Yeah, that's good. I like when you get to see characters like slowly become what they are. I think it's cool. But
Yeah, it's a good way to do backstory.
Be intriguing to see what they do with that character. To be fair, I think where he ends up. But,
yeah, I'm not. I mean, like I said about him kind of holding back. I don't know if they can fully, with a character like Sentry. I don't know if they can really use him as a fully fledged like member or character, because if he's, it's not like with the other ones they can go full out. He can't go full out. If he does and the void comes out, then he becomes the bad guy again, and then it's basically Thunderbolts 2 again.
I suppose. It's because I think
like he can't. I don't think he can have his own spin-off, because how would they do that?
No, I think he'll just be. It'll probably be the same thing as the Hulk, where he can never have his own standalone movie. He'll just be in lots of things.
Yeah, but he's always got to have his team around him, which I suppose that's the whole part of the whole kind of theme of the film, isn't it? Like, the power of friendship.
Yeah, someone was saying on one of the other channels that I watched that in this film they kind of do the Guardians ending, but like slightly better. Where they're all like together when they hold the Power Stone, is it at the end, and like destroy what's his name, Ronan or something. They kind of do that better.
Yeah, they all link together, don't they?
They kind of do that, but like a better version of it in this, because it's literally this group of people that could save Bob, basically. Like no other group could kind of do it, because they're all kind of struggling with their own. They're all kind of in the same place, aren't they? They're all struggling with who they are, kind of thing, and where they belong and stuff. It's only this group that could have pulled him back, kind of thing.
Well,
If it was the original Avengers, then they would have just tried to keep beating him. Like, Iron Man, you try.
Yeah,
No, he's dead.
Hulk could have.
Hulk, you try. No,
Hulk
he's
could have
dead.
just smashed it, kept smashing it to bits.
Yeah.
Well, I do think it's funny that essentially they beat the boss at the end, like the big bad boss, with a hug.
It's
like
original.
Hug.
It's never been done, so yeah. I did like the ending. To be fair, I thought it was nice. It was like heartfelt.
Yeah, well, it's funny when they walk out. They're like, yeah, we're gonna kill her, and then they just walk out through the thing, and it's like a press conference that she's already got set up ready with reporters and everything, just stood there, and they're like, huh? Like, oh, this is the new Avengers.
What did you think of the fact that they are basically the new Avengers anyway? Have you seen the poster with the new Avengers poster with all the shadows underneath? Of like who
No, I haven't.
I don't know if you can get it up, but it says "Careful who you assemble" at the top, and then there's like a yellow light, and it has shadows of the old Avengers underneath the new characters. So like, who have we got? Ghost has got Hawkeye as her shadow. John Walker's got. Oh no, that's Red Guardian. Red Guardian's got the Hulk. Yelena's obviously got Natasha. Who's that? Oh, Bucky's got Iron Man randomly.
Bucky would just be Bucky.
I know, that's weird.
No, I can't see that. I've looked for it, but
yeah, Sentry's got Thor randomly. So I wonder why they equate him to being like Thor, because I think he could beat Thor personally. Because he's like, well,
most
he's
likely,
like well
really, 'cause, like,
overpowered, isn't he?
then again,
Plus,
they kind of did that with was it one of the old Thor films? Is it Dark? No, which one is it? There's one where he goes back in time and obviously sees his mum.
no, it's an Endgame where
They kind of do like
he sees his mum.
Is it Endgame?
When he
Been
sees
that long.
When he sees his mum, yeah.
And then doesn't she talk to him in the weird like flashback thing?
Yeah, she talks to him and says eat a salad and stuff like that. So chuck another
See,
fat,
that's the thing. Why?
chuck another
Yeah,
fat joke in
exactly.
there.
Why? It could be a dead nice moment of him talking to his mom, and she gives him some words of wisdom. No, eat a salad. You fat Thor.
They love all the fat jokes in Endgame.
Fat Thor.
Fat Thor was apparently Chris Hemsworth's idea as well, apparently.
His idea.
Yeah.
Was it his idea
to make him fat?
Love and Thunder to strip all his clothes off?
Probably. Bit of a show off, isn't he?
I wonder if he's still doing the Hulk Hogan bio.
Oh, I don't know.
Because that was meant to be why he was so massive in Love and Thunder, and wasn't he in Guardians 3?
Not sure. I know that they're at the start of the last Thor film because he's with them and then he leaves them.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I can't remember. This is the problem, because everything, when they start intermingling everything, it's like who's in what? Who's in what film? There's so many cameos, and no, he can't be in. No, he's not in Guardians 3. It must be Thor Love and Thunder then. But yeah, he's massive in that, and it's meant to be because he's going to be Hulk Hogan in a biopic.
I could see that.
Obviously, Hulk Hogan's a bit risque.
Is he a problematic character now? What's he been?
Yeah.
Why now? What's come out about him? I ain't heard anything.
What, of Hulk Hogan?
No, I ain't heard anything.
Well,
I don't really look on the internet for like things like that, though, to be fair. So
he was very racist about someone his daughter was seeing, and he also cheated on his wife that he was with his daughter's best friend.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then there's been loads of stuff. Yeah, so I thought maybe it'd be that thing where they're like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do a biopic about him, but
yeah, maybe not.
I don't know.
Depends who's producing it, I suppose.
Oh yeah, true. Maybe he doesn't want to do it. We keep going off track.
It's all right. What about Bucky's inclusion in the Thunderbolts? Did you enjoy it? Is a nice Terminator. Yeah, I mean, is super cool Terminator entrance.
Oh, I loved it. I loved the homage to Terminator 2.
I love that he even did the thing as well when he grabbed the gun and the shotgun and reloaded it. I was like, ha, well, Arnold.
Like that was groovy. Yeah, I'm a Sebastian Stan.
Oh yeah,
I love him.
Have you watched his Donald Trump film?
No, I haven't. But I mean, obviously, another
really
problematic character. But I also kind of want to watch it because it's Sebastian Stan.
I've not really seen much else he's been in, to be fair.
Have you not seen? Okay, 1 minute. What's it called? Where is it? The one where where he plays the guy with like the deformity.
Oh no, I've not seen that name.
Have you not? It's called like a different man. A different man. It's really good. Like
So I've not.
I'd give it a watch if I was you.
I didn't really watch the trailers or anything for that. What's the premise of that film? Is he two characters in that film, or is he one character?
He's one character, but he
Right.
plays basically. Well, I mean, spoilers for A Different Man. It's basically a man who's got like neurofibromatosis,
Okay.
where it's like like Elephant Man syndrome.
Yeah.
And then he goes somewhere and gets this treatment, and it basically cures him. And then what he looks like is Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
So he's been wanting to be a normal guy for his whole life, and then when he becomes a normal guy, he ends up wanting to be like he was before. Like, I won't spoil the whole film, but it is really, really good. I'd give it a watch.
Can you stream it
But
anywhere?
yeah, yes, you can. But so the FBI doesn't come to my house, I will say no. Yeah, you can stream it somewhere. I don't know if it's on Netflix or not. But I know that you can watch it on the thing that I watch things. And yeah, it was really good. Might be on. Could possibly be on Amazon as well. Let's have a look. Have a quick look. Come on, hurry up. What can I watch it on? Oh, Apple TV. Wonderful.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. Oh wait. Oh no. It says Netflix. Maybe Netflix then. Possibly. It says where to watch. Apple TV. Oh, it might. Yeah, it might be an Apple TV exclusive or something. But yeah, dead good film. I'd say watch it. I want him to be. Have you seen the comparisons of Sebastian Stan with Mark Hamill when he was
Yeah.
younger?
Apparently, Mark Hamill wants him to be Luke Skywalker as well. Apparently. But yeah, he
Do you
does
know
look.
what?
He does look crazy like him
Why?
though.
Why do all the CGI and crazy de-aging and all this? It still looks weird. Just get Sebastian Stan, dye his hair like a dirty blonde, give him a lightsaber and some robes. There you go. You can do a whole new set of films with Luke. Do it. Do some of them when he disappears. He like disappears into the cosmos for years, don't he?
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of time in between Return of the Jedi and bloody what's it? What
New
it's
Hope.
called? No, the second new of the new trilogy. What's it called? Last Jedi. There's loads of time in between that, isn't there? So like, just play with that.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Oh, they could have done when he set up his what you call it, when he set up his
new
new
Jedi
Jedi
thing
school.
Yeah, like could do that. Like, there's loads of time. So
Yeah, or anything really. Like I would love if they made a film or series about Cal Kestis,
well,
and they could put him in that as like a.
the actor's right there, so why don't just get the actor to play him?
No, they'd get someone else. They would.
Why? What's wrong with
I'm
that
just so
actor?
irritated. Nothing, but I just know what they're like. They'll go, yeah, we're going to do this because we know you like it. We know you enjoy this character, and we have the actor, but we're just going to replace him. We'll just do someone else that looks sort of like him.
But if
But ultimately, my answer is I did enjoy Bucky in that. I quite liked him as another part of the new Avengers because I feel like he never got used as much as he could in the
no, I
original
suppose
Avengers.
yeah, he just kind of he was there and then got dusted, didn't he? So he's never
I
really.
got dusted.
He did. He was like, "I'm back. Oh, I'm dead."
You know, I can't. It's been a while since I've watched Endgame. I do need to watch it again. When he gets dusted, does his arm go as well?
Yeah.
Nah, that didn't make sense. That it should have been.
But it's not.
He just turns to dust and then his arm just like drops to the floor.
But it's not material like specific, is it? Like because obviously, who got no War Machine didn't get dusted, did he? I was going to say who did Because like, obviously all of Vision. No, Vision was already dead. I'm trying to think of something that wasn't like a material that got dusted. Like
Exactly.
obviously, like rock. No, rock.
Yeah, but what about the people that were in planes? People were in planes and then the planes were crashing.
Were
Wouldn't it get
they?
rid of the whole plane? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's person specific, isn't it? It's not like object specific. So like, because obviously it's part of him, isn't it? So like, obviously it would get dusted.
Yeah, but would the
It's
if
like
he
saying
pulled his arm off at the last second,
it's
would
like
it still
saying, oh
get?
yeah, Spider-Man's suit should have been like FBI because like because he was wearing it.
That would have been hilarious if it just like and it's just like they pick it up and it's just a Spider-Man suit and
Just dusted it.
just like goes like that and it all flops, all the dust comes out.
Oh. No, yeah.
See, that's the kind of humour I could have got behind.
Yeah, I suppose he's like the oldest member of that team, and he's like 100 odd years old. So plenty of experience.
Yeah, canonically, he's the oldest. Yeah, it's funny that he's I mean, Sebastian Stan still looks good for his age.
Mm.
Like, cause he must be getting on now. Like, how old is he? He's 42.
Technically, he's been in more Marvel properties than Captain America has, really, because he was in the first Captain America, and he was in the second one, and he was in the third one, and he's been in like most of the Avengers films. What is he? He was in Infinity War and Endgame. He was in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh,
He's been in this. I'm sure he has a cameo in something as well. What's the other cameo?
but do you know what was weird? When I remember when I watched the first Captain America film, and then I watched the second one, and he was in it as Winter Soldier, and I was like, he wasn't in that film. And I went back and watched it and was like, oh my god, he is in that film. He's actually Sebastian Stan is his friend. Oh my god.
Yeah, because he plummets to his death.
To his death.
Death.
Spoilers.
In the train, yeah. So,
if you haven't seen the first Captain America film, spoilers.
Everybody's seen that film.
No, probably. I mean, to be fair, there's someone I work with, and he's like 21 or something. Like, I always say, "Oh, have you seen this?" It's like, no, never heard of it, mate. I'm like, you can't be serious. Like, if you think, when did the first Iron Man film come out?
2008.
Like 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is people that are like 18 now, or something. Like, I'm crap with maths, but yeah, they're like, do you know what I mean? That came out before they were born.
Been getting a long time.
That came out before Jacob was born.
I think it's the longest running franchise in history, isn't it? Essentially, Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And it all started, and I was there from the beginning. Oh yeah.
I watched the first Iron Man a couple of weeks ago. So.
I still love it. It's good.
It's still good. I was trying to figure out whether the arm that Tony's holding up when he's screwing that thing in. I was trying to figure out whether that was the one that he clicks the thing with when he first gets the suit and he's like got one of his gauntlet things on and he's twisting a screwdriver in it in one of the scenes. I was trying to figure out whether that was the one that he. Apparently, there's this theory in like all the films as well that he always has an issue with one arm, like it always aches and stuff. And, like he gets funny feelings in it and things, and they're trying to say that was the arm that he put the gauntlet on. But then I was like, is that just one of those things that just happened to be in the films and they've just made it into like, oh yeah, they always planned it that way. But I don't know.
So I've just looked up. Apparently, is it the director? Yeah, the director, Jake Brewer. He did Beef.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. I like Beef.
Yeah, and
they're doing a second.
And he was apparently. Are they? Oh.
Yeah, not with the same people. There's different families and stuff and different couples.
Well, that's good. I was going to say. Apparently, he's one of the top choices to direct the new X-Men film for Marvel.
I know. I saw that. I don't know.
So I'm calling it. This would be my ultimate fan casting for Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Is if they go for the Cavalrine.
What you think they'll?
Henry Cavill.
No, I don't think.
I would love that.
I don't think they'll do that.
I would absolutely love it.
He's too old.
Oh, did Hugh Jackman?
No, but if you think they're going to start
Hugh Jackman's like 80.
They're going to start younger, aren't they? Realistically, with the X-Men, they're not going to go like 30 odd, are they? With the main X-Men.
No, they tried that. It didn't
work.
work.
not like teenagers, but like they're going to go like early 20s, probably, aren't they? Like mid-20s. Because you think how long?
But they can't. They can't.
You think
they
how
can't
long
with Wolverine?
You think no, but obviously Wolverine is canonically older than like Jean, obviously, but like they still have like a relationship. So like if she was in like a 20-something, he could be like 30-something, couldn't he?
Yeah, but the only problem is, Wolverine cannot be a young kind of guy. Like I've done this because Wolverine's one of my favorite characters ever. And he just can't. Like all the people I've looked at, like, you know, if you get these things like this could be who could be the new guy, and none of them look gruff enough. They'd need to be like, you need to get to a certain age where they look old enough.
He's too tall. He's too tall as well.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, exactly.
Hugh Jackman's like 6 foot something, and he looks weird. Because the thing is with Hugh Jackman is he's shredded, but he's not big. Like he's not a big guy. He's shredded, but Henry Cavill, like, have you seen the Witcher series?
Yeah.
The dude is enormous. Like, you know the scene in Superman when he comes out of the thing and his top's off. Like, he's not super rich, but he looks bulky, like big boy bulky. And then in Deadpool and Wolverine, like, he's perfect. He looks so good as it. He looks so good as Wolverine. And I think he needs something where people actually like let him do his thing. He's been given opportunities like Witcher.
I still think they need somebody a bit like runtier though.
Who would you pick? Who would you pick?
Because they need someone like that's a bit of a scrapper, don't they? You know, like it's like short and like hairy and like grungy.
Yeah, but the only problem is they showed comic accurate Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine, and it looked ridiculous when he jumps down from the bar stool.
Yeah, but that was like a joke, wasn't it? It's not really comic accurate, is it? He's like a little midget.
It is. If you like, right?
That's not comic accurate.
It is. It is comic accurate.
No way.
Wolverine height. Right, I'm looking this up. Yeah. Right, he's 5'3".
Is that comic accurate? Is it?
Yes, that is comic accurate. Wolverine's height is 5'3". In Marvel Comics, Wolverine is officially stated to be 5'3" tall. So that is accurate. That is comic accurate that he's that small.
I think they made him smaller just for a joke. Like, there's no way he's 5'3" there, surely.
He is. I know someone. I knew 2 people in real life that are 5'3", and that's how small they are.
That's funny. All right, maybe they're not on the height thing, but like he's got to be shorter. Like Henry Cavill, even Hugh Jackman was too tall.
Just get Henry Cavill to like put shoes on his knees and walk around. The CGI is bottom half. Be fine.
There's plenty of people that are shorter than him. They could be Wolverine. And they're younger. Do you think if they're going to do like the whole like Cyclops, Jean, Wolverine thing, they've got to get someone that's younger, but that can like seem like they've been around for a while. You know what I mean?
Well, someone's where is it? Anthony Starr.
What?
Oh, it's Screen Rant. That's why. Ugh.
No. But there's been people like, you know, like Taron Egerton and stuff like that, and who else was?
Oh, one that I liked. I like the idea of was Daniel Radcliffe.
He's not
Have
gruff.
you seen?
He's not gruff though, is he?
Whoa, dude! Look up. What was he in? What is the one that I've seen him from?
Isn't the one where he's like a flipping neo-Nazi or something in some films? And he looks like Dead Muslim.
Oh, what is it? His visual performance in Thriller Jungle. Yeah. So if you look up Daniel Radcliffe Jungle. Is this the one? No, that's not it. Maybe he's in a series.
Is that where his dead beard?
Post-apocalyptic or something. Yeah, he's where is it? Miracle Workers.
Daniel.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a TV series called Miracle Workers, and there's one where it's like post-apocalyptic. And he's like proper ripped and like dead gruff looking. And that's the one where people started saying he could be it. And I actually really like him in stuff. Like Daniel Radcliffe's come in as a good actor now.
He's definitely done
Some
better.
other people are saying Taron Egerton.
Yeah, I saw that one.
They're from Kingsman, but he's still too like, don't know, cutesy looking. They'd have to like make him sit out in the sun for about like 3 months.
More cutesy looking than Daniel Radcliffe.
No, Daniel Radcliffe's like getting old now. So you probably wouldn't want to pick him. He'd be too old now. Daniel Radcliffe's like our age, so he's old.
Yeah, but Taron Egerton's our age as well. He's not younger. I'm sure he is. He's sure he's in his 30s. He's got to be.
Oh, Daniel Radcliffe's 1 year older than me. God, he's definitely old. He's 35.
Yeah, but that's the kind of age.
Taron Egerton's the same age.
There we go. See?
He looks he looks younger. He's got a good makeup crew.
I think he could play Wolverine. He better more than Daniel Radcliffe.
What about Charlie Hunnam?
I don't know if
he's too old now, though.
Yeah, I think they are looking. I think they would cast like mid-30s, I reckon, because there's a few rumors about who's going to play Jean Grey, and I think the actress they've been looking at's like, probably like late 20s, I reckon. So it would make sense.
Well, someone's saying they're saying Tom Hardy, but they can't do that because he's
he's definitely too old.
Yeah, he's too old, and he's already Venom.
Anyway, sidestepping back to Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts, what's that? Oh yeah, the thing we're meant to be talking about. I like that Marvel started to like tackle mental health like head on. That's quite exciting. I do like it when they do things like that. They kind of dabbled in it a little bit, but I do like that. Yeah, it was good.
That's essentially like what the film is about, essentially. Which is good.
Yeah, I mean they actually tackled some like we said with Elena's moment, which is saying about her being lonely and all the horrible stuff she's done and how it weighs on her. Because they don't mention it in these films. If you think about all the characters that have, gone around and like shot people and shot them off cliffs, and like I don't know, maybe they could do like a scene in another film where they have like a horrible kind of PTSD flashback of when they like, I don't know, threw a henchman off a cliff and they got run over or splattered or something, and because they'd never mention that in anything. Obviously, they take the piss out of it in Austin Powers, like, hey, you random henchman number 3. Like they've all done messed up stuff, but they never like mention it. Just carry on going about it. So her saying, I've gone around and killed all these people, done horrible stuff, and it actually does affect her.
Yeah, I like it. It's good, and I like that they mentioned like, obviously, because Black Widow was like part of their family as well. That they mentioned that her death had kind of affected him as well, and they kind of addressed that like head on kind of thing, which was quite good. But yeah, I really liked it. It was good. It's good. And even like, obviously, it's not really a villain, is he? Sentry is more like it's just something that are happening in the film. Really, I like that his
Force of nature.
Yeah, his is rooted in his like psychological state as well. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, well, obviously the fact that it brought up like his horrible childhood and stuff, and which is a thing that they do shy away from these days sometimes. Like it's what stuff used to be like these days. You can be quite soft on your kids. Like if you tell your kid off, you sit and you feel bad. It's like when you think about what the other generations used to do, like with the belt and like make them stand on the hot coals and kneel on beads and stuff like this. It's like they don't really mention it these days now, do they?
But yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. I hope they're going to do some more stuff like that in the future. I think the X-Men, I think, is obviously going to be a big part of Marvel's future, and I hope they kind of address. Because obviously they're going to address like minorities and how they're subjugated and stuff and things, but I hope they kind of show the mental side of that as well, not just the like political stuff around it and things, and how.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they carried on like the proper X-Men way, where it's the mutants and X-Men are an allegory for minorities, not just do you need to do better. Like I want it to be an actual like in-depth thing about it. Like show the subjugation and all the difficulties that they've gone through, and even the stuff with like Magneto and the Nazis. Like they need to actually kind of show it realistically and more in depth than just
obviously because chronologically they're probably gonna have to update the origins, aren't they? Because otherwise Magneto and Xavier would already be ancient, wouldn't they? If they were like in Nazi times. So realistically they're gonna have to update the origins to something more current, aren't they? Like what? Because I think this is where the rumors of them making them both like black or something comes from, doesn't it? Or like different ethnicities, because then it could be more like a racial thing rather than like them being Jewish or whatever. You know what I mean? Because like that's more of a current thing, isn't it? Like racial subjugation and stuff, so like black people and things like that.
Yeah, but I suppose that's still like that was also a long time ago, wasn't it? It was quite.
I suppose. Because obviously there was like slavery and things, but then there's been more modern things, hasn't there, before that, like since that kind of thing. If you get what I mean. But,
I mean, the problem is things like obviously times like gone on now. When we think about stuff that go, oh, that was a big thing, like 10 years ago, and they go, no, actually it was like 50 years ago. Whoa, that's a long time. I mean, I suppose they could just set the whole films, in a non-distinct time.
But then how would they have the X-Men in modern day? I think
they wouldn't need to. They could just do it, but not. But if you think about it, they've got a flying plane in the 90s, like a flying like weird thing that has super jets and warp speed and levitation and all these cerebro and stuff like that. It's sci-fi futuristic stuff, even in the 90s, 2000s. So they could, I don't know, they do something to make it work.
I don't know. I think they're gonna.
Depends how they do it, or do a new Magneto, like he's taken over from Magneto's teachings, and he's the new Magneto.
They must have updated it in the comics, obviously, because they come out with new iterations of X-Men all the time, don't they? So.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they basically killed off the X-Men. Did what were they called? The New Mutants or something? They basically or something. Basically, when Marvel bought the rights, they basically said nothing's a mutant because that was still Fox's territory. So they basically
they wrote
in the comics that it killed them off.
In the comics, did they?
Yeah, they basically brought a virus out in the comics that killed all mutants, and then they just brought it back, but didn't call them mutants. They called them something else, so they could get around it.
It's like Inhumans or something.
Inhumans, that's it. That's the one. Inhumans, yeah.
The massively failed TV show that was the Inhumans.
We'll see where they go from here.
Yeah. There's lots of casting rumours coming out. I reckon there might be a couple of announcements at San Diego Comic Con this year, I reckon.
That shouldn't be too far away, because it's last year. It was July 26th, so
yeah, it's always around
the same date.
It's always around my birthday.
Oh,
I just remember.
There we
go. But yeah, I've heard a couple of rumored castings for like Cyclops and stuff. Apparently,
I've seen quite a few.
Patrick Schwarzenegger is one of them, apparently.
Oh, I have seen that. Yeah, he'd be pretty good, to be fair. He looks it. Yeah, he looks the part.
Looks like a Cyclops. Yeah. The guy who played Dick Grayson in Titans as well is another one.
He could be good. They need to. I think these days there's not as many like actors that kind of like come up. Like they've got, there's I can only really think of like 4 that are kind of younger ones that are like that got that kind of star power. So it could change. Someone could come up in the next like 2 years that just explodes on the scene. And
if they do what they did with a lot of the early Marvel characters, like casting relatively unknown people, like Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston and that kind of people, like people that nobody really knew, I think that could work all right.
Yeah, as long as it's I mean, I prefer that, to be fair. Like I love films where you watch it and it's someone like Florence Pugh. She was obviously cast in. I've completely forgotten what it's called now. The horror one.
She's in a horror film?
Do you not know?
No.
That's the main thing I know her from.
I knew her from
Midsommar.
Oh yeah, she was in what's it though? Fights with My Family.
Yeah, she was.
What's it? Dwayne Johnson in it.
Yeah, I didn't really notice her in that, to be fair. Like I didn't notice it was her. Yeah, yeah, I did like that film, but I didn't even realize it was Florence Pugh. And then, but when obviously Midsommar, she was in that, and then it was like she just exploded and was like,
that film is mental.
It is.
I liked her in Don't Worry, Darling as well. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. I still. It's one of those that I heard stuff about it and it put me off, and then.
Oh, did you?
I've never gone back to it. Yeah.
I quite like that.
Isn't that the one with the other Chris in it? Chris Pine.
Chris Pine, yeah. And Harry Styles, isn't that as well?
That's it. Yes, Harry Styles.
He's not. To be fair, to say he's like a recording artist, he's not that bad of an actor. He's actually alright.
Well, he was in that. He was in what was the Thingy Marvel film?
He's in the post-credit scene of the Eternals as a character that's never returned again. So I don't think his future's that bright in Marvel.
If the Eternals never return, I will not be sad.
Oh, I like that film. No one likes that film. I don't get it.
It's just a bad film, Matt.
Oh, what? Why? No one's
ready. Just awful.
No one's ready for that film. No one's ready. Apart from me.
The cast was good. It was a big all-star cast, but yeah.
Too high concept. Right, I'm going to try and bring it to a close now because we're nearly over an hour. So
yes,
let's go with the future, shall we? What do you think the future is going to be for this team of ragtag underdogs. Did you like the
ragtag underdogs?
Did you like the post-credit and mid-credit scenes?
I did, yeah. They were good, and I'm hopeful for Fantastic Four. We'll see how it works. Everything ties in.
They're starting to ramp up the promotion for that now as well. Have you noticed? There's lots of TV spots and stuff coming out with little scenes and things. I'm kind of trying to avoid them because I feel like I've seen enough now.
That's the problem these days. There's always too much. You see half of the film before you ever even actually get to see it. For the future, I'd like a Thunderbolts 2.
Really?
/ New Avengers, but I don't know how they do it. Like, sometimes it's better just to leave it as a one and done kind of thing.
I mean, I feel like after these Avengers movies, they're pretty much just gonna they'll either merge the Thunderbolts with the actual Avengers. So some of them will die, and whoever's left will just be the Avengers, or they'll just have loads of different teams. You know, like they'll have like.
Well, that's what they do in the comics.
Yeah, they'll have like
the New Avengers.
They'll have like
the
Avengers
2.0,
Young Avengers, West Coast Avengers, and they'll
yeah,
just have loads of different pockets.
Just
everywhere.
Avengers.
Yeah, but I have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopeful for the future.
I don't know. I don't know the mid credit. Was it the end credit scene? I felt like they all looked a bit weird. You know, I think the costumes were a bit weird. Like they didn't seem very. They looked like kind of. I don't know. Like different, like cartoon versions of themselves. It was a bit odd. Like their hair all looked weird and the costumes looked a bit odd. I don't know.
It could have been maybe they shot it after and they just kind of had to like.
I think it was only
that what they could.
That scene was only shot like a couple of weeks before the film came out, apparently. So I think it was.
That's probably why.
It was filmed on one of the.
Grab whatever you can.
It's basically one of the sets of Doomsday, apparently, because they've already started filming it, haven't they? So. Maybe that's why it rubbed me the wrong way. But I thought it filmed a bit weird. But we'll see what.
Well, when it comes on streaming, I might have to watch it again and have a look.
Well, Captain America: Brave New World's out on Disney Plus now, so I don't think it'll probably come out end of summer, will it? Probably on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it might be on other streaming ways before then.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to. It's probably gone out of theatres now, isn't it? As well, to be fair, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah, it was good. It was a refreshing take on an old format.
But apparently, I've seen that. I don't know how trustworthy it is, but it says it's going to be one of Marvel's biggest flops, apparently. But I don't know how, because I'm sure it's made way over its budget, which surely makes that a success.
It's made 357.4 million on a budget of 180 million. But I suppose it can't be one of the biggest flops, because they say if you double the budget to get the cost for the obviously advertising and everything else, which would mean it lost 3 million ish.
Oh, okay.
But that's if that's what they spent. But losing 3 million when they've released Snow White after spending so much money on it, it's just like that's not one of the biggest flops for Disney.
I think it's Marvel, though, isn't it? One of the biggest Marvel flops, possibly.
It can't be. The Eternals. only you paid to see that, man.
Oh.
Well, it says here it's the 6th highest grossing film of 2025.
Really?
Yeah.
I suppose it is only May, though, isn't it? So it's saying a lot, is it?
It's only May.
Only May. But no, I think it's heading on the right track, to be fair. It's a lot better than other entries like bloody Thor: Love and Thunder. Groove. See, that is a bad film. I don't very often come out of films thinking that's a bad film, but I thought that was a bad film. Crikey.
Yeah, it was a bit too heavy. It's just what's his face, the director being him.
Too much him. That's an example of Marvel letting somebody do too much of what they want to do.
What's his name?
Need to get
Taika Waititi.
Yeah,
he's good, but yeah, I think even Chris Hemsworth said, "I'll come back for another Thor film, but so long as a certain person isn't directing it."
Ha!
Meaning Taika Waititi.
Sorted. Is your score out of 5 still the same? I can't remember what it was. Was it like 3.5 or something?
Yeah, I'd say 3.5. I've not like soured on it or anything. Like I'm still thinking like I'll probably watch it again. Like stick it on one night with me and Jade when we're just chilling. I'm like, oh, you haven't seen this, have you? Or watch it with Jacob.
Yeah, you'd like it.
Yeah, I'd still stick with 3.5.
But yeah, hopefully they'll figure out what they're doing with Marvel going forward, and we'll get some more entries like this. Hopefully,
Fingers crossed. We can only hope.
Hopefully they end up start going up and not zigzagging like they have been recently. Like good one, bad one, good one, bad one.
We'll see if Fantastic Four's good and Doctor Doom's good. Well, Doomsday.
There's actually quite a lot of Marvel things still to come out this year that I didn't realise. To be fair, I saw a thing earlier because there's quite a few animated things coming out, and we've still got a Wonder Man TV show in December. And
Wonder Man.
I know, yeah, I don't know anything about that character whatsoever. And obviously we've still got Fantastic Four, so that's 2 live action things. I think there's like 3 animated things coming out as well. So quite a lot of Marvel. Ironheart as well comes out this year. That in June.
In June.
So
straight to streaming.
Yeah, it is. It's a TV show, so obviously. But the thing is with that, I don't think they've got much faith in it because I think they're literally releasing like 3 episodes on the first day. And it's
just to try and get people into it.
And it's only like a 6-episode show, so it's like half of it on the first day, which doesn't bode that well. But we'll see. Apparently, Vision's TV show is going to be the last one that is connected to the films at all, and then they're going to just carry on doing stuff like Daredevil and stuff, I reckon, which are just not going to really tie into the films. So
yeah, it'd be nice if they focused on that for a little bit.
But Daredevil is good. You should watch that if you haven't seen it.
I still haven't seen it. I do need to watch it though.
It's pretty brutal in a good way.
I'll add it to the list.
How big's your list currently?
Quite big. We're still not finished. Handmaid's Tale. There's still like 2 seasons to catch up, and then we've got some anime we need to watch, and then we haven't watched any films since. Apart from what was it I said I watched earlier?
Final Destination?
Final Destination, yeah. That's the first film we've watched for a while.
Right, I think we've
right. Should we
delve deep enough into the spoileriness of Thunderbolts? But please feel
everyone
free.
dies.
Yeah, that'd be a twist. I mean, maybe that's why everyone looks weird because it's a different universe Thunderbolts on the post credits. Oh, crazy.
Could be.
Have to let us know what you think down in the comments, and we hope that you have enjoyed our deeper dive into the movie Thunderbolts, and let us know who your favourite characters were. Let us know what you would rate it out of 5, and let us know
who you would want Wolverine to be.
Oh yeah, let us know X-Men casting as well, because there's like lots of them. Let us know if
There's
you think
plenty.
that Henry Cavill will reprise the role or not. It's probably not likely, but
Or
we'll see.
Nicolas Cage.
Who? What is that?
Nicolas Cage.
I
Nicolas
didn't even
Cage.
notice that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nicolas Cage could be Wolverine. Go for it.
he can do anything, that man, to be fair. But yeah, as always, please like and subscribe and share if you've enjoyed what you're watching. If you haven't enjoyed what you're watching, let us know how we can improve, what we can do, where we can go from here. So that's it for now. I'm trying to think what we'll be doing next. What's coming out soon? I definitely know JJ wants to go and see Jurassic World. So that'll be coming in the future. But yeah, catch you soon here at Midland Earth. And I've just realised how dark my screen has got.
Same.
Adios.
Going to bed now. Good night.
I'm going to get some food because I'm starving.